This is a TrapCon free beat. The link is down below in the description.
Happy holiday, bros. Welcome back to another video review. Today, I have the opportunity to continue with another video, a part of my flashback toy series, the Transformers Dark of the Moon Autobot Arc playset. As for the contents, this is what we get inside. We get the Transformers Autobot Arc itself. We also get a Cyberverse figure called Autobot Roller. We get the instruction manual, which comes standard to all Transformers. And inside this little packet, as you see right here, we have 2 missiles and an accessory arm that goes on the moving repair platform. So here we are, guys, taking a closer look at the details on this Transformers Autobot Arc playset. So the first thing I want to take a look at is the Autobot roller figure. So here we have the Autobot Cyberverse roller figure. And basically, for me, this is a new character or a new figure I do not own. And it looks pretty cool for what we get. Checking out the details on it. The face kind of gives me that like Megatron vibe, but I don't know if it's a Megatron or not because it's weird. It's painted with a white face, with the blue around the head as a helmet, I guess, red eyes. It's got the blue on the chest with the gold. It's got the gold right here at the upper portion of his shoulder. And then other than that, it's pretty much molded gray and white plastic. There's a blue dot right here, an Autobot symbol right there. And then on the back here, we have the blue, I guess, like solar panels painted up, as you would say. So yes, this is a nice little Cyberverse figure. And I like the details on that. So let's now turn our attention to the Autobot Arc. So I'm going to move him further out the way. So checking out the details right here, as you can see with this figure, it's pretty much molded in this gray plastic. Now, it's 2 different types of grays. I don't know if it's coming off in camera, so I'm going to try to show it as best as I can, guys. So here we have this dull gray plastic. Here we have this pearlescent gray plastic, and then here right here for the cockpit we have like this metallic gray right here. So as you see all around this arc, we have the gold bits for pretty much all of the weaponry of the arc, pretty much, as you can see right here. And it looks good. Like I said, I'm definitely has a ton of molded detail in this gray plastic, as you can see right here. So I'm trying to do my best to show it off for you guys. So yes, with that being said, this Autobot Arc has a ton of details, and I like what Hasbro has done with this Transformers playset. So here we are for the articulation on the only figure that's technically articulated, and here we have the Autobot Roller. This is the Cyberverse figure, and basically everything is on ball joints, as you can see right here. The leg can kick out this far. The knee can bend more than a little more than 90. It can go back this far, and it's kind of hindered right here by that little piece on the butt. The arm right here is a full ball joint, so as you saw right there, it does go a full 360. This arm right here has a weird type of articulation, but it can go in, it can go out, and that's probably due to transformation. There is no waist swivel, and then there is no head swivel. So for this little mini Cyberverse figure, this is all the articulation we get for it. So let's continue the review and do some small comparisons on this minifigure before we start enjoying the art playset. So here we are to start comparisons. And here I have these figures out, the smallest figures, Transformers that I have in my collection. These are pretty much most of them. Some of them I don't have out here because I'm missing pieces or parts to them due to moving a few years ago, and I can't find them currently right now. But let's start from left to right. Here we have the figures right out here with the Dark of the Moon Bumblebee playset. Bumblebee, I don't have the whole playset. I just bought that Bumblebee from a local toy shop in my area, so I have the Bumblebee right there. Then I have the Legion's class crosshairs. I'm not sure if it is Age of Extinction or Dark of the Moon. I just can't remember because it's been so long ago. And then now we have the new Transformers Battle Mass Bumblebee from Dark of the Moon, the Studio Series Core Class figure. And then to the left of Autobot Roller, we have the Autobot Mud Flap from the Legion, Transformers Legion line. And then we also have Legion class Soundwave. And as you see right here, all of these figures fit very well in scale to the Autobot arc, and that's why I have them out before you. Now, just looking at the two middle figures, which is Bumblebee Battle Mass and Autobot Roller, they are practically the same size, and I'm definitely digging what Hasbro has done with the new Studio Core class figures for the Dark of the Moon line. Now, I hope they continue that line because I'm definitely interested out with collecting more of these size figures to interact more with my Transformers Autobot Arc playset. So now it's time to transform Autobot Roller. So basically what you're going to do is, for the first step, I'm going to go ahead and just move this hand over right here. It just rests right here. Then what you want to do is take this right here, fold it up to get it out the way, unpeg it right here out like that, and then what you're going to do is fold it all the way out. As you can see, here it is, fold it, move it up, so now you have something that's looking like this. You can angle the arm a little bit as it wants you to do later on in the transformation. So now take the legs, fold this out right here like this. Do it for the same thing for the other leg, so you're left with something like this. Now you bring the leg up. It's a peg right here. I don't know if it's showing off very well right here. You're going to peg that into where the shoulder, where I just untabbed the shoulder. So once you got it pegged in, it's going to be like this. And then now come on over to the other side, do the exact same thing, which is actually kind of tricky because you really can't see it when you have to peg it in. So you have to like kind of imagine where it is in the peg. So now once you have them pegged in, you can angle the wheels the way you want to for the legs. And then you just pop out the bonus accessories for the Land Cruiser. And now we have Transformer Autobot Roller transform into its alt mode. So here we are. Let's take a look at the gimmicks that the Autobot Arc has included with this toy. So the first gimmick that we get right here, once you put in 2 AAA batteries, you can push this button and now the Arc has fire and sounds, which is pretty cool if I don't say so myself. And it's pretty much the same sound as you just heard as I pressed it twice already. Now for the second gimmick in this Arc spaceship mode, here we have 2 missiles right here. But unfortunately, only one right here on this side launches. So let's go ahead and show that off. So basically right here, there is a little button you push. And if you push the button, let's see if you get on camera. And it fires just like that. So yes, it is spring loaded and it does shoot a good ways. So that definitely, in my book, adds a ton of playability to this Arc in spaceship mode. So now let's go ahead and transform this Autobot Arc into its space station mode. So basically I'm just going to take this and open it, and it starts to auto transform itself. So now all we do is fold these pieces out. And then there are some interesting things about this playset. You have a launching door to go up. You have these pillars right here, which is another prison for Decepticons if they try to invade the Ark space station. You have a repair bay, I guess if Roller needs to repair his fellow Autobot. In addition to that, let's see what this does now that it's open. Oh, that's tight. So now you have the turret in the middle firing and the lights and sounds with it. It's pretty cool. Also, we have another feature as in the Decepticon prison right here. It is spring loaded. So yes, you can have your Decepticon in prison in the Autobot Ark. While the Autobots travel throughout the galaxy, you can keep a Decepticon possibly locked in there. I'm not sure if it'll work because I think the turret is going to go in there. But for playset mode, you see what I'm saying. And lastly, for playset mode, here we have this part right here, which becomes a pull down platform for if you want to have your Autobots firing additional firepower at the oncoming Decepticons. Now check this out, guys. I thought this would be really cool to check. Here you can apply blast effects to these gun turrets right here, and they fit perfectly. So yes, you definitely could do that if you have some blast effects from figures that you already have them from, and they can interact with this older Ark figure, as you can see, to get blast effects as if this Ark is firing out at the Decepticons, along with the missiles that were provided with this figure. And here we are with some figures so you can actually see the playability at hand, what you can do with this Autobot Ark, who has a alt mode turned into a space station. So basically, as you see some of the figures throughout this toy, you have Bumblebee behind the turret, you have Soundwave locked into the Decepticon prison, you have Autobot Mudflap on the repair bay, and you have Crosshairs helping them to repair this Autobot into fighting shape. And then you have Autobot Roller, who could technically, if you want, make him roll up the ramp. And then if you really want to, okay, I wasn't aware that that happens. If you really want to, you can actually launch a person off of the platform. So for video purposes, even though he is an Autobot, we are going to launch him. And as you see right there, he would have fell off the platform. So let's go ahead and try to do it this way so that you guys might be able to see that a little better. Okay, I'm not sure if it's supposed to be doing that. Okay, and to launch him, just like that, he'll flip off. So let's go ahead and get a Decepticon, because it didn't quite work too well with an Autobot. Maybe that's just the Autobot feature. So let's try it with Soundwave. That's pretty cool. I'm liking that. When you put a figure up there, it triggers something. And as you see, it would flip him off if you're able to reach it without the other Autobots in the way. So we can try it again. Okay. There we go. And there he goes. Soundwave is flying off the Autobot Ark space station. So that's pretty cool, guys. And so here we are for the Autobot Ark in size comparisons with the smaller Autobot vehicles as I showed you in robot mode. Here they are in vehicle mode. And as you can see, this is how small Roller is compared to the Ark. and so on. You can see all the others. As you see, here's that Legion class crosshair. Here you have the Legion class mud flap, just for size references. And then here you have the Soundwave. And then lastly, here we have the Dark of the Moon Bumblebee. As you see, he's not even close to the size. And this is actually pretty good in scale, in my opinion, for a spaceship compared to an automobile. So yes, this really looks good. And I definitely like how this has turned out, and that is huge compared to the Scout size and Legion class figures. And not only that, the Cyberverse figures too. So continuing the comparison segment of my review, here I have Commander class Skylinks here with the Autobot Arc from the Transformers Dark of the Moon toy line. As you see right here, they both look pretty hefty in size. So like I said, the Skylinks was $80 when it originally came out, and the Autobot Arc was like half the price of that, around that $39 to like $40 price range. So as you see right here, they're both pretty big space vehicles. Now, let's turn them to the side so you can appreciate the size and the scale of the figure. So here we have the side views of the figures, and they both look good for both being space vehicles. When it comes to the playability feature, they both turn into those space stations. So that's pretty cool, in my opinion. And I like when Hasbro does that to give these figures more playability. So let's continue some more comparisons. And here we have Earthrise Optimus Prime and Siege Mirage compared with the Autobot Arc. And now we have the Stealth Nest Bumblebee and also Nemesis Leo Prime with the Autobot Arc. So now we reached a portion of my video review where I like to do the Yeah Bro figure pickup or pass segment, where I like to share my opinions and my thoughts in efforts to keep you informed on looking at a figure that you may want to add to your collection or ultimately deciding to pass on. As for me, guys, this is a definite pickup. Now, I know you cannot find it in retail stores right now, but it is worth it in my opinion. And the reason why it's worth it, because this figure or this toy play set is brand new and hasn't been created before. Yes, this is an older flashback toy. There is no other Transformer art play set out here but this, and it was from the Transformers Dark of the Moon movie line. With that being said, this figure has no error in molding or anything that's you would find with figures. There's nothing wrong with this play set. It has a ton of playability. It is executed very well in the Arc spaceship mode and also in the space station mode. So yes, if you see this toy somewhere, eBay, your local toy store, whatever, don't hesitate on picking it up because it is a ton of fun and it has a lot of playability with all your Transformer figures you may already have or you would like to collect to enjoy this playset. So if you're interested in picking up a copy of this toy, I end up getting my copy from my local toy store called the Toy Meister. So yes, unfortunately, it is no longer available at retail price from Walmarts and Targets and other stores that may have carried this toy in the past. But unfortunately, you have to seek through third-party sites like eBay, Mercari, and so on to find this toy. I end up ultimately paying $55 at my local toy store, which I'm happy to pay for and I'm satisfied with because this toy has a ton of playability and is a ton of fun. And I like the way this Autobot Arc turned out because I always wanted it when it originally first came out, but I totally got swamped and forgot about it. So yes, if you want to purchase this figure, check your local toy stores or check Mercari or check eBay, because you may be able to find it there for a reasonable price and be able to enjoy this figure playset as I sure do. As always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. By doing these 4 actions, it shows my channel a tremendous amount of support, and not only that, positive feedback as a YouTube content creator. Not only that, guys, please don't forget to turn on your notification bell so you can be informed when I upload new video content for you to check out at your spare time. Thank you once again for spending your time watching my video, and until next time, yeah bro, I'll see you soon. Thank you.